together. I had already invested a fuck ton of money into all this shit. Like, just
how much did you spend in total? Can you say?
I mean, I can't remember. I wouldn't like to say a number that's not the truth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't really.
What are you talking about spending on like travel
hotels,
fees?
travel, just like the shit you put into.
I mean, probably close to 10.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Over the span of 7-8 months.
Yeah. And that was just within this country traveling, right?
Well, we didn't go out of country.
Okay.
We did a lot of like Florida runs. We did, went to Atlanta and like size cities and shit like that. So it was really like 3 hours there, 3 hours back, 5 hours there, 5 hours back. Yeah. Flight here, flight there, hotel here, hotel here. Then the LA trip. That shit cost me at least like 3 racks. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Yeah, because we were staying at the Westin Bonaventure, so I had so just to be in the same hotel, I dropped like $1,800 plus the flight was like a band, then the food and all that shit. Like, and it was I was just over investing in it, to be honest. So I was like, all right, let me figure this out. And I was like, fuck it. First place I'm going is back to where I come from. Like, I'm going to Parks. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna get content, I'm gonna go get it where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I had already kind of planned to go do that anyway. And then the way the fallout came, because basically after like 6-7 months of all this, mind you, I'm outside, we're in situations where people are chatting in my ear.
Yeah.
I'm flexing. You don't know where it could go. I'm on timing. And really the only people who's like gonna go is me and then like Chauncey if it like gets, to like that point.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Just a little bit of, antacids. Whatever. So, and me and Chauncey are cool, but it's not like we're like right hand homies to where I'm like, yo, if I go, he gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not in a scenario where I'm like, I'm outside by myself, and I'm not like, I feel like I'm by myself when I'm outside. With them. Like, granted, I know Chauncey's my dogs, we cool, but like we not like too close to where I'm confident where it's me and him when we're outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I'd been through months of shit happening, content. Like, people don't know, in that Broward run, bro. Y'all know, remember the Broward? Have anybody ever seen the video? You see the video where I called him a baby? I said, check the ball so I can eat his food. You ever seen that clip?
If I see the clip, I probably know it. Was this
I
right after New York?
The guy who wears the red shirt.
Yeah.
In Miami.
Yep, I remember that.
All right. Basically, this is before New York.
Okay.
And I was basically, me and this dude kind of went at it. And I was just like, I was ready to go. It was probably the most like intense moment where you really kind of see where I was like, I wanted to fucking punch in the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People don't know, bro. That dude is like a big homie. Like, he's a big dog, bro. Like, well known across cities, across states, across countries. Dude is like, he's a retired military dude. He has an unlimited amount of weapons.
Yeah.
Florida.
We're in Florida, which is like Atlanta, where weapons are legal.
Yeah.
Okay. And except it's a little bit more lenient in Florida than it is in Atlanta, right? But they still have a similar thing, stand your ground law.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, the way it works out there is like, even if you feel threatened for your life, just when you're getting your ass beat, you can shoot the shit out of somebody.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? So they had like 8 sticks on the sideline there.
And you seen him?
Yeah, they're passing around like fucking soda pop.
What?
I had one on my camera, man, which was the dude Iman's registered joint. And then one of my dogs was there outside with his hand in the bag on the sideline the whole time. You'll never even see him though, but he was just like this. Big Zoe. Out there like whatever. And it was us versus them. And finally, like, thank God that the dude Red was like really like a solid dude. Like, he could recognize in my eye, like, I'm gonna crash out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. We here. We about to crash. Yeah. He knew it. And he was like, damn, I don't want you to die, Chris. So pretty much in his eyes, it was really like a pity situation, because it's like, you don't know what you're doing, bro. I know you're gonna crash, Chris. I see it in your eyes, but you about to really be in some shit, bro. And I'm just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then to the point where I pulled him to the side. He pulled me to the side. And he said, listen, I see it in you. You know what I mean? He's like, let's take it back to basketball. And then that's when the
officer.
Yeah. I'm not even going to say the name on it.
Yeah,
that's when the officer
sure.
jumps in and starts pretending Because he's like, oh, Chris is turning up. All right, let me start pretending. Lockjaw, right? And I'm like, bro. And I'm like, bro, I just calm this shit the fuck down, bro. Like, what is you doing, you stupid Bro, no. To the point where by the time we were done, the dude, the OG Red, bro. Facts, bro.
Oh, man.
So it's like, but think about it. I'm like, bro, I just calmed the dude. We just like kind of like looked each other's eyes and recognized like, listen, I know you gonna go and I know you gonna go.
Yeah.
So whatever, let's not do that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a real recognized real moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's when the dude starts acting and coming in and da. And then he was like, oh, you want to go get the gloves? But then he pulled me to the side. He's like, bro, he's like, yo, he's like, listen, I know you. And plus the only other thing that helped me too was that one of my peoples that I knew from Brooklyn that knew how I was already anyway from back then. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He was actually a guy I know from being in the parks.
Yeah.
Was there. His name was Frenchie. And he knew Red. So he told Red, like, listen, he's official. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's going to happen. Basically, is what he told him. And then from there, Red, about God's grace of God, he was like, all right, let's not do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if Red wasn't a grown man about the shit, we probably would have got shot, bro. People don't know that shit, bro. They think that it's shit like that. I don't know. I think, to be honest, I think that the dude, Nick, put me and Red against each other through somebody that was at the cage.
See,
on
that's
purpose.
why I can't fuck with.
But people don't understand that shit was really live. There were sticks on the sideline. I only had 2. They had like 7 or 8, bro.
That's why that nigga's a bitch, bro. I can't.
That's
and
that nigga is a
even
bitch.
OG, he asked me, he was like, yo, are you co-signing this kid? Because he said, the young boys want to get him in the parking lot. And I even told him, I said, like, the officer don't know, I saved his ass. Because after he recognized with me, he was just like, all right, so you're not going to get it. But this bitch, like, he got to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, bro, he's an entertainer, bro. I say, he's a YouTuber, bro. I say, he don't know what he doing. He's not from where we from.
But that's why that nigga's a bitch, bro. I can't, bro, because like, come on, like, there's no way, because even these are all things that everybody was alluding anyway. This nigga John is crazy. These are all things that everybody was alluding anyway. That it was like, bro, there's no way y'all keep getting in these environments, and there's no way that it's not once at bare minimum a life or death situation.
It was gonna happen.
Yeah, so it's like, but why are you staging some shit like that for fucking, like, that's why that nigga,
there was like,
he a bitch, bro.
There was like 5 situations before that where he staged already that I didn't know. I found out later. No, so here's how I found out, right? So
that's an evil laugh, nigga.
Because listen, I play chess, not checkers, bro. Once I know there's some fuck shit going on, like, I'm just watching. I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna analyze, I'm gonna pay attention to what's going on. Mm-hmm. So we had done this other run where a dude sucker punched me. Yeah. Little fucking Majin Buu Mexican. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Don't remember, but
no, I remember. Yeah,
he has a better memory.
So the Majin Buu dude he sucker punched me, whatever, and then at the end of it, like, some young like jit pulled out a stick, and when he pulled a stick out, like, I'm like, all right, this is getting, you know what I mean,
a little out of hand.
And mind you, I didn't have the stick on me at that time. The dude, Abraham dude, had the stick on him. He did not pull that bitch out.
This is where? What state?
We're in Florida still.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, bro. Like, this is getting critical. Like, dude, I'm getting sucker punched. Nobody else is punching anybody. It was just me and Chauncey, and then Carlos tried to sneak punch shit. Like, so I'm like, bro, I can't do this anymore. Like, listen, dog. What we doing? Because either you will figure out where we can get a register stick out there with us, somebody who is licensed.
How's it work in Florida? You got to register it? Because in Georgia, all you got to do is have a person that could pass the security background check by it, and they don't track who has it after that.
Yeah, it's the same thing out there, except when it comes to, like, you don't have to have it registered. Mm-hmm. It just has to be a viable reason to use it. You know what I'm saying? At that point.
Okay.
And you have to not have a criminal record.
Right. So anyway, it's definitely dangerous. You're in dangerous scenarios.
Wait, but you felt that might have been because you saying you trying to figure out why it was staged, how you figured out it was staged.
Well, how I figured out it was staged was this, because after that situation happened, right? Mind you, I don't know many people who pull out a gun unless they gonna shoot it. All right? I know a lot of people from Florida.
Bro, don't tell me this nigga's...
Homie, he's a 17-year-old kid. People are sucker punching people as much as they can. only person who's not doing anything is the officer. That don't add up to me. And then somebody pull a stick out and just hold it by his side. I don't know many people that do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not feasible in my attention.
That's Netflix.
We're fighting. People are sucker punching shit. There's no guns involved whatsoever. You guys are actually winning because you guys are outnumbering the fuck out of Carlos and fucking whoever the fuck and me. Right? I'm getting hit from random sides from homeless people. I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Right? Straight up. Like, if you watch the video, dude is like almost fucking. He looked like he's straight homeless, like riding on a bike, but no shirt on, no haircut in 17 years. Like, whatever. I'm like, all right. So in my opinion, like I said, I pay attention to everything. So I'm like, all right, this is weird and this is fucking lame. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, I can't keep doing this shit. Like, when I'm outside by myself now, getting sucker punched, dude's pulling grips. The dude who has a licensed registered grip is not pulling his now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is tough. This is crazy. So I'm like, bro, I'm not doing this. How can we figure this out to where, you know, listen, you're going to have to get it on. Like, I got a dog. I told him, I said, I got one of my peoples. He's an official dude. I know him. He's sturdy. He's registered. Like, he can pull up with us and he going to let that shit fly if somebody do some lame shit. Like, straight up. Oh, well, I'll start coming up with excuses. Oh, well, what if we stay shit? And in my head, I'm like,
that's what the officer recommended?
Yes. And we're on the phone. I'm like, all right. And mind you, this is after all these months of shit happening. All right. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, what's up? How are we going to do this then? You know what I mean? And because at that point, I'm like, all right, I don't, at least at this, if we stay here, like, I don't have to, like, worry about actually doing something to somebody. Like, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. So we do it. I'm like, yo, let's do it. You know what I mean? So he basically, the next time we set up the run, which was a Tampa run, he basically like put some things in place. But he had spilled the beans.
To who?
Me. Because now he knows I'm cool with stage and shit. So he started telling me all types of shit, bro. He's like, oh yeah, you remember, back when, back in fucking, the land when the fucking dude, he's like, yeah, I gave him a couple $100, man. Bro. I'm like, what? Bro,
that impression is flawless.
Bro, I'll never forget it because in my head, I'm like, what? Like, I was about to break that dude's jaw. At any moment, I would have rocked his shit. Like, I was ready to rock his jaw.
So that caught you by surprise.
Well, because think about it, bro. All right, so if I'm a person who will punch somebody in the face, and you're an actor, all right? And you're being paid $100, $200.
Yep.
Okay? And you're acting with me, and I fucking break your jaw.
Yep.
And you can't talk because your jaw's broken. And now you got to go to the hospital. And now you don't have insurance. And now they're telling you to fix your jaw. It's going to cost you $10,000.
Yep.
What the fuck is you doing?
Suing you.
All right,
or suing.
Or snitching.
Or that too.
And in order to sue, you got to snitch.
Yep.
So I have to be arrested for the actual act of the incident.
Exactly.
And an incident report must be in place in order for you to utilize that to file a lawsuit.
Yep.
Because you need to show the damages to the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Ask me how I know that. Because I've been through it already. All right? Because remember the fucking tough guy?
Yeah.
He was initially starting to sue until he stopped going to court. We're not going to talk about that, though. But he stopped showing up.
Yeah.
He was initially, though, sending papers to sue and do all types of fuck shit for his hospital bills. Remember, I shattered his eye and jaw. So I've been through this shit already.
In GTA 5.
RP.
Yeah.
Right? So, anyway, bottom line is that I'm in my head, I'm like, bro, like you really doing that shit, bro?
So this
I
is
was like, oh yeah. I was just yesing him to death because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you motherfucker. Like, but I can't, in the scenario, I'm playing politics because I knew something was fucked up anyway. Remember I told you, I could sense it, something was fucked up. I knew something wasn't right. Like, shit's not cool. Like, something's going on. So he starts spilling all the beans about this time and when this happened and this happened and then when this happened, and I'm like, oh man, hold on, let me get my phone. Shit, fuck, let me record this shit. Fuck you. So that's where the recording came from, because after he spilled the bean like 100 times with about 1,000 situations, I'm like, let me get one of these shits. Fuck. You know what I mean? Because now I'm like, all right, this dude's a piece of shit. I got to have receipts. You know what I mean? This is all types of shit. And mind you, I wasn't even going to use the receipts. I just kept them because I knew I needed to.
Yeah.
Now I'm dealing with a person who has no
morals at all.
No conscience about my life and giving a fuck about me.
None.
So I'm like, all right, fuck this. So then finally, as I was planning to do my own content, because my channel's getting bigger, I got 60K followers or subs, you know what I mean? Like shit's growing, people fuck with me. All right, cool. Like let me start doing, I plan to start doing my own thing for the content. After I said, all right, I'm going to New York, and I kind of plotted that in my head already because this dude is like clearly gonna risking my life for nothing. All right, for himself, because I'm getting nothing, but he's doing it for himself in his pockets, making $30,000 a month at this point. Mind you, when I met him, he has 175.
God damn.
Yeah, bro, he was clocking like 30, 35. I saw 40 once. Like, yeah.
But see, that's the thing that's even more fucked up is that he was willing to pay other people to stage his shit to put this nigga in danger without actually paying him. That's the craziest shit. Because when you're making that much, yeah, you should. All that shit, it's a business expense at that point.
The fact that you was going out of pocket for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, like financially speaking, that don't even make any. For people who don't know, the level of fucking selfishness somebody would have to be on for them not to even pay for this nigga's expenses, knowing that it's going to be a fucking business write off anyway.
Yeah, I was watching that content. I was watching that content thinking like, there's no way he does this for like 2 more months and doesn't cash like a large suit. If it's real, I'm like, there's no way.
Well, the thing is that I was the only reason he was safe is because of me.
Right. Like, and not even just you, it's just the threat of you.
Yeah.
Because you're huge. So like,
I'm with him.
Most people wouldn't want to start a problem.
Most. So there's the select few though. You know, they're like, he's big and bad. All right. Try me then. It's the story of my fucking life now. Forget about it.
So now you found out that he did that. That's when
that nigga's a bitch, dog.
So how long did you hold that stuff before you eventually released it?
About a month and a half. So like basically, I was like, once I figured out what was going on and everything, I was like, all right, we tried some shit. We did like, I think we did like 2 videos. We did a Tampa video and then we did another Tampa video. Both of them was like staged, and I was like, all right, cool. Like whatever, we can get away with it. Cool. But then I planned to go to New York, and when I started like thinking about my own content, next thing you know, he comes out of woodworks. Oh, let's go to New York, and I'm like, nah, because like yo, like the way New York works, bro. All right, so like the energy is very contagious in New York. So if you're outside and you're at a park and like 2 people start fighting, everybody just wants to fight now.
Yeah.
Like they just want to fight now. Like they're not like, they just now, oh, you stand next to him, oh, like you get snuffed. Oh, now y'all fighting. And literally, that's how the shit works, bro. Like energy is very contagious there. So if you start doing all this like trickery, fuckery, corny shit, thinking you gonna stage something, shit's gonna happen, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing New York with you, bro. And then prior to all this, though, like shit going on, I know somebody, his best friend's brother is friends with a dude that I know. Because I be outside. Like, I'll go in the clubs. I'm downtown Orlando. Like, I really be outside. Like,
yeah.
I'm not just outside for the parks.
No, I believe you. Everyone from New York is always outside.
Yeah.
Like, always outside.
But when I say outside, I mean like I'm out, I'm mingling, I'm talking to people. Like, I'm tied in with people that be in the streets.
Right.
Like, I'm not like a regular guy that just like kind of sits in my cubby hole, goes out to parks, gets content, comes home. You know what I mean? Like I'm everywhere because I do music too. So part of that is marketing, networking. I'm downtown the clubs. I'm in tune with people that are in the streets. I'm in tune with people that are in business. All of that. So one of the dudes though that it was his best friend's older brother's like friend had came up to me one time in the club. Was like, yo, listen, homie, like showed me all these receipts. Like, listen, bro's federal. Like. He's police as fuck, bro.
The officer.
Yeah. Like, bro, he showed me proof that basically dude had pressed him before and he was like, touch me so I can send you to jail. So like, he showed me this. So I knew that
nigga is a bitch,
so
bro.
I knew that shit already though. Like, so I already knew that he was like that type of guy.
Bro, that nigga's a bitch, bro.
Not facts, but like, whatever. It's just more like a grease ball. He's just a dirtbag. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like not a good, like real piece of shit type person. So
You're right. It's beyond being a bitch because like you really are willing to put people's whole livelihood just and all risk with no fucking repercussions
and then
at all.
And then if they try to bring you back your bullshit, you're gonna send them to jail.
Yeah.
So that's tough. Like that's the biggest piece of shit you be.
And then get on the internet and lie.
Yes. And then jump on the internet and lie and manipulate the narrative.
Yeah.
Crazy to me. But anyway, so look,
that nigga is crazy.
So in the scenario though, like I knew that already. There's police, so I'm like, all right.
You got to be careful how you approach
I had a
him.
conversation with him. Nah, I see, I'm transparent. Even if I don't like you, I will be transparent with you about why I don't like you. Like, I'm going to tell you. Like, I don't fuck with you, bro. Like, you're lame. You did this lame shit. You did this lame shit. And I won't fuck with you. I'm not going to fuck with you. And I'll tell you that. Even if I don't know you, but like you like try to encounter me, I'll tell you why I don't like you. It doesn't matter. I don't hold my tongue. So I confronted him on the phone. I said, I'm not going to New York with you, bro. I still have the text on my phone. I could show you right now.
Yeah.
Right? I said, I'm not going to New York with you, bro. I said, in New York, you're going to get a shot or stabbed out there, bro. I said, and I know if I bring some of my friends that I'm friends with out there in New York out to these runs and shit happens, I know you're telling. And he got very offended. He got very upset. All right,
an officer getting upset at snitching is crazy,
bro. I said, I know you're telling, bro.
What did he respond to?
He's like, so you telling me you think I'd snitch on you?
See, who says?
And I was like, yeah, straight up, bro. Listen, Nick, be who you are, is what I said. I said, you don't have to be gangsta or be anything with me, bro. I said, I know you'll fight. Cause I'm sure, honestly, I believe that. Like if he ever gets like backed in the corner, like he'll fight. I believe that. Like if somebody puts him in a position where he has to defend himself, he will. I believe that.
Yeah.
But
after that,
there's a difference between fighting and being in an environment where people are getting fucking stabbed and shot and really injured and deformed and shit. Like, it's brutal in New York, bro. Like, shit really gets fucked up. And I know that if you come into those environments and do some shit like that, bro, like, you're gonna tell. And I'm not putting my friends in positions like that where they're around you, you know, because these are friends that talk to me like, bro, you look like a clown on the internet, bro.
They told you that?
I'm flexing on shit. And they're ready to fight. And they're like, and my boys are on the phone with me like, bro, you look like a fucking clown, bro. And I'm like, bro, shut up. Like, you see my subs going up though, right?
Face.
And they're like, bro, it don't matter. You look bad, bro. You look like a fucking, like a tryhard. Like you trying to be gangster. That's what you look like. These people don't even know your real background, bro. You just look like you're trying. That's what he's saying. Whole time I'm being set up. The whole time I'm being set up, but they're telling me like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you look like a fucking bozo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kept it real with you. That's good.
Yeah, but these are the same friends that if I'm outside,
they got your back.
Yeah, like if I go to New York and I come outside and I go be around, like they're gonna pop out and be with me in the corner, and nobody's gonna know that they're with me.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like they'll be over there, like quiet, calm, and collected. You don't even know that my friends are there. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like, and when they're saying that, I'm not putting those guys, because those are the guys that something could really happen if it goes to where people put me in danger, or you know somebody I'm with because they know they support me and are my brothers, my people, right? Something could really happen. Mm-hmm. So I'm not doing that, bro. I straight told him. That's exactly my exact words what I said to bro, to the internet guy.
So you're not doing it.
I said I'm not doing it, bro. He got very offended, extremely upset, furious. So then he starts talking all types of shit in the group chat. He's like, oh, buddy's scared to go back to where he's from.
That nigga is crazy.
What? No.
That is like the RDC instigating.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm like, no, I'm just not going back to where I'm from with you, my boy. Like, what are you saying? You're a fucking weirdo. Like, not happening. You're not putting me or my friends in that situation, bro. Because mind you, I just found out he'd been setting me up. Mm-hmm. So now I know he's been setting me up too. So you go setting up in the town, like some shit gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. Good. I know how that shit gonna go. So then he starts talking tough. I'm like, he's like, I'll be at the gym in 30 minutes. We can test that theory. Well, I was like, no. So he said,
Smack talk is crazy.
I was like, bro, officer, I'll really beat the shit out you, dog. Like, stop playing me. You're a 33-year-old fake tough guy, he says. I said, bro, I'll really beat the shit out you, bro. Stop playing with me. Like, oh, I'll be at the gym in 30 minutes. I said, bet. Say no more. See you there. Nothing else I said. 10 minutes later, he drops an address in fucking like Oviedo, which is like the suburbs, and goes, come and try my life and I'll put a bullet in your head. What? Now, mind you, I got the text.
Yeah.
I got the receipts, bro. I keep a hold of them in a safe space too, in case he ever try to say different. Because I'm telling y'all the facts. And in case anybody, a bro ever try to say different, I got the facts right here, bro. Stop playing with me. And it's backed up, pussy. In case you watching.
I was about to say that too. Yep.
It's backed up in case you watching.
Gotta
pussy.
have the cloud.
Don't worry, I got the backups, pussy. So anyway, sorry.
No, your officer
fat, yeah.
impression is spectacular. No, it's really good, man.
I'm just keeping it a bean, bro. But
You're making me want to talk.
bro.
Niggas talking.
Shit,
Shut up.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Talk that talk.
Yeah.
Talk that talk.
No, that nigga's weird, bro. Come on, there's only a certain amount of there's only a certain amount of things that you could even allow somebody to do before you had to look at him like, come on, you just doing weird shit at this point.
Well, it's detrimental, especially to a person like me. Like, bro, I got a criminal history, bro.
Allegedly,
Straight up,
yeah.
allegedly.
Potentially in GTA 5.
But the fact
RP.
but the crazy part about it is that people like that know that to be a fact, and then they gonna play with you because they know for a fact they can get away with some shit. That's the fucked up part about it. Is that they gonna play with you because they know they can get away with that shit, and they just gonna play with you or play with somebody else, and then they gonna run around and then call the fucking cops like you're weird, bro.
I mean, you can't push somebody into a direction where they want to do something to you because you're doing tough shit, and then say, "Oh, officer, help me." That's just whack. But the bottom line is that let's kind of cut this conversation short because honestly, I don't even care to talk about this shit anymore with this guy. But let's be real here. I'm gonna be real. The fact is that is the shit that led me up into doing YouTube.